Hi guys, welcome back. Today I got a special video for you guys. We're going to be doing a mukbang sit down / story time because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And I got me some Chipotle. So I got me some, I already started eating them, so that's why it's like this. But I got me some tortilla chips. I already started eating this too, but this is the guacamole. But I got me a burrito bowl. So I'm going to scooch you guys back just a little bit so you guys can see me enjoying my deliciousness. And you can see my cat in the back. But, yeah. So let's start smashing this. Oh my gosh, guys. Got the guac, the sour cream. Usually, most of the times when I'm eating Chipotle, I'm out. But today, I'm in the comfort of my own home. So if I need to go to the toilet, I could just run to the toilet here instead of having somebody else's toilet be screaming. Alright, so what I want to talk to you guys about is my job. So I told you guys in my COVID-19 video, my COVID story, that I got a new job. And I work for this security company called Allied Universal. I could tell you the company I work for, but I cannot tell you physically where I am working just because, you know, for privacy purposes. But I work for a security company. And I like it. I get paid more. Reasons I left my job was nothing against it. I needed to move on. I worked at a Boys and Girls Club, and that specific Boys and Girls Club I went to since I was 6 years old. I got my first job there at 16, and ever since then I've been working there. I needed like a change of scenery, and also working there's no like room for like growth, so it wasn't like I was gonna see a promotion anytime soon. So I was like, yeah, it's time for me to go. And I felt like I kind of picked the wrong time to leave, but I kind of picked the best time to leave too, because things were slowing down. I mean, it's COVID right now. People are losing their jobs. You never know when we're going to be shut down again. And currently, Chicago's at that point where it's like, we're going to shut down again because people don't know how to act. People don't know how to wear their mask. And numbers keep going up. I was like, okay, I need to find me a job that I can see growth, and there's different positions where I could possibly getting paid more. Like, I'm a security officer now, unarmed, but I talked to one of my supervisors today about being transferred to armed when I turn 21. So we're moving. I get paid more, which is always a plus. So hey, go where the money's at, as Rebecca would say, right, Rebecca? Anyways, I've been working with the security company for a month now, and even though I'm pretty much doing the same thing every day, it's never a dull moment. There's always somebody making me laugh. There's always something happening. It's noisy at my job, especially because people think it's okay to come up to me and ask me for my number, tell me they like me, tell me they love me, tell me I'm their sweetie, call me baby. At first it was cute, but now it's getting to the point where it's like, can you stop? Why can you not take a hint? Like, hello. So around maybe my third week, an employee where I work came up to me and said, "Hi, my sweetie, you are so pretty." And he's Nigerian. All the guys that I'm going to be talking to you about are Nigerian. Nothing against it, but all of them are Nigerian. All the guys who've been taking these advances are Nigerian. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, call me pretty, that's awesome. Great. That same day, while he was going to lunch, oh no, this was after he was done with lunch. My booth is right by the lunchroom door. So he comes and he's like, "I like you. For real, I like you." I was like, "Oh, thank you." Like, he's like, "No, I really like you." And he tells me this before he finds out my name. So he walks away and then he comes back, "Oh, what's your name?" I tell him my name, you know, be nice. I'm working there. Who knows how long I'm going to be working there. Might as well get to know some of the employees. I told him my name is Michaela And he's like, can you write that down for me? Because I was like, okay. And then he walks away. And then he comes back. And he asked me for my number. He was like, can I get your number? I said, He's like, why not? I said, no. And he's like, okay, not today. I'll try again tomorrow. What? He tries again tomorrow. The next day he comes up to me, asks for my number. He was like, wait, I waited the next day. I'm like, good. And he was like, can I get your number? I was like, that's not professional. Like, he's like, it's not professional. I like you. It is professional. Rebecca, I'm crying.
It is professional. It's work related. Yeah.
It's professional because I like you. I'm like, And he's like, fine. And he goes back into the lunchroom. He writes down his number and he gives it to me. Now, Rebecca thinks I should have ripped it up right in front of him. I told my mom, and she was like, why didn't you throw it away? It's gone now. And then for the next couple of days, it was fine. It was peach and dandy. I mean, he kept saying hi, coming up to my booth or whatever. Then a couple days ago, he comes up and he's like, you never called me. I said, I know. And he's like, I've been patient. I'm a patient man. I keep waiting. And I was like, okay. And he's like, okay, I'm going to keep waiting. I was like, you do that. I was like, this dude wasn't catching any of the hints I was throwing. None of them were getting through his head. And ever since then, it was just a hi. How you doing? Good afternoon. Good evening. One day, this older guy came up to me. Older Nigerian. Looks like he could be like an old uncle, possibly a grandpa. But yeah. So he comes up to me. It was after his lunch. It's like lunchtime. People just love their advances at lunch, right? They're like, I ate, I'm full, I'm feeling confident, let's do it. I'm gonna ask her for her number. So this guy comes up to me and he's like, do you have a pen and paper? He's like, do you have a pen and paper? I'm like, sure. Yeah, anybody can use a pen and paper for anything, right, Rebecca? So I'm like, sure, you can get a pen and paper. Okay. I give him the pen and paper. He's like, can you write down your number? I said, no. He's like, please? I said, no. And he walks away. I know he was feeling some type of way. I was crying. And then yesterday, it was the first time I saw this man in like a week since he asked me. And he comes through the door because I have to check temperatures and everything. He comes through the door. He's like, where have you been? I was like, where have you been? Because I haven't seen him for a week. He probably went home and was sulking in his defeat for not getting my number. And I don't know, something. I was like, where have you been? He's like, I've been looking for you. I said, why? I said, why? He's like, and he does this under his breath, so I can't hear him. He's like, but I couldn't see his lips because, we're wearing masks up in here, right? We're not trying to get the COVID. And then he takes my shoulder. He pulls me in close. He's whispering in my ear. He's like, I love you. I said, huh? You love me? He's like, yeah. Can I get your number? I said, no. He's like, please, no, please, no. Then he walks away. He comes back, please. I said no. Why are they not understanding the words? I'm sure you guys are thinking these guys are liking you. Why aren't you giving them the time of day? I'll tell you why. Well, one, because I just started working there, right? A month ago. And, I'm just trying to, get through the day and go home. I start at 2, I end at 10. I'm trying to get home, go to sleep, get ready for the next day. I I go, these are employees. They've been working there for I don't know how long before I got there. And like, I'm a new security guard. And it's like the first fresh piece of meat they see, they're like coming at me. And I'm like, I don't know you. You're trying to ask for my number and you don't even know my name. The other guy who asked me for my number and was telling me he loves me, he doesn't even know my name. And he goes straight to love. I'm like, what in the world? Y'all gotta quit. I want to be with somebody that I have been talking to for a minute. That I've built a relationship with. That ain't it. I'm not giving them the time of day. I haven't even ate half of my shit. And I feel like I'm done talking. Like I finished my story. But yeah, work has been great. You know, I was working 6 days, which is overtime, but now I'm working 5. I get paid every week, and I'm starting to really like the people that I work with. And I'm not gonna say I don't like the people that have been like trying to hit on me, but it's like I'm liking the environment. Like when people walk in, they have a smile on their face, or I think they have a smile on their face. You know, it's been really good, you know. Do I miss my old job? Of course. First and foremost, I miss the kids. The kids were my heart, my joy. I love working with kids. That's what I wanted to do. I miss them, especially the kids that, you know, I built relationships with. Rebecca just reminded me about this boy that I was talking to. He was my boyfriend for 2 seconds. His name was Derek, and we met on Facebook Match, or whatever it's called. They never really gave it a name. He was cute. He's biracial, and he's really tall, and he is 26. The only thing was, he lives in the suburbs, like far north suburbs, like near Wisconsin, where I live pretty much. Would you say this is the middle of Illinois? Well, where he lives, it's like an hour and some change away from me. He wasn't really willing, like, to come, and I was sort of willing to go and see him, but the thing is, he's, like, not willing to come to Chicago. So it's like, I would have to make the trip. He's like, we could meet halfway. But I'm like, are we supposed to meet halfway every time? Like, I'm not going to be coming to Waukegan or meeting you halfway every time. You're going to have to come to Chicago. Or I said Waukegan. But I'm not going to be coming to you. And I'm not going to be meeting you halfway every time. Like, you're going to have to come to Chicago at some point. He wasn't really willing to do that. And then I told him that I'm not planning on, like, staying in Chicago long. Long is, like, I'm not, in the next 5 years, I might be gone, move to a different state, or move to a different country. We're gonna have to meet. Like, we need to meet. We need to, like, see each other face to face. We need to, like, get a good relationship going. And he was like, oh yeah, well, that's not gonna work out. And I was like, that's fine, you know. I would never have asked him to move with me. Say if we were together for, like, 6 months or a year, or another year, so 2 years, like, and that relationship was really good, and I'm planning on moving, are you willing to move with me, you know? Not like I said that to him, but I'm saying, like, just thinking futuristically, would you want to do that move with me? But this boy texted me one day, and he was like, I don't know the city. I was like, I understand, but how will we meet? He said, meet somewhere, then go to your house, make a baby, and have our first child. First of all, you're talking about meeting somewhere, then going to my house. Do you know my house is in the city? I was like, first of all, my house is in the city. So you're talking about you don't want to come to the city, but you would come to my house to make a baby? Granted, we just started talking. I was like, wait, what? He's like, reread my text. I was like, no, I saw what you said, but wouldn't we have to be married for that? Because, like, you know, my mission, my goal, not saying it's going to happen, but my goal is to wait to have sex and to wait to have a baby until I'm married. Might not happen, but, you know, fingers crossed, anything could happen. And he said he was gonna do that as well. He's a Christian, and, like, that's his goal as well. And I was like, cool, like, this is my guy. Because, you know, nowadays all guys want to do is have sex, or guys have already had sex, so they think in a relationship, like, that's, you know, what's going to be going on. But that's not every woman, and that's not every guy. So he said, nope. I was like, you said we were waiting to be married before having sex. He's like, I changed my mind. I said, whoa. He's like, we're making a baby. I was like, you said you wanted to be stable, like money-wise, having good money, having a job, all that stuff. He's like, I want one now. And I changed my mind. I was like, to have a baby and no money is not okay. And we just started talking, and we don't have our own places. He doesn't have his own place. I don't have my own place. So who's raising a baby in their parents' house? Not saying it's wrong if you do that, because there's many people who are living with their parents and have babies. But that's not what I am planning on doing. So he's like, you mean we just started dating, not talking? I was like, I said what I said. He's like, let's make one. I was like, I don't think that's okay. Do you think that's okay? And he never responded. He responded the next day talking about he's playing. I was like, well. But other than that, you know, there's nothing really going on in my life. Just got a new job, you know, some Nigerian guys hitting on me. My birthday is next month. I'm gonna be 21. Oh, I'm planning on becoming an armed guard. Talk to my supervisor about it. So now I gotta get weed out of my system again. My words of encouragement that I could give you is never limit yourself.
Nigerian friends.
What you say, Rebecca?
Nigerian.
Get you a Nigerian friend, a prince, a Nigerian king. Get you somebody that will call you Baby Lisa and sing you many songs, write a song about you, and be on that 90-day fiance shit. So the real moral of the story is never limit yourself. Always follow your dreams. If you set your mind to something, do it. Don't let people come in and talk you out of things or be in your ear the whole time. You stay focused and do what you gotta do. I think that's the end of my TED Talk. I'm tired and I'm full. This was good, but you know, it's not fully, you know, warm. I've been eating cold food for the past like couple of days. Yesterday I had cold shrimp Alfredo. It wasn't bad, but like, why wouldn't I have warmed it up? I was lazy, that's why I didn't. You like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends, your family, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father to subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you love yourself fully, unconditionally, and unapologetically, because that's how I'm gonna love you, and that's how you should love yourself. Make sure you hashtag keep it holy, because if you ain't got God, then who you got? And I will see you all next video. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.